What it do? What it do, man? Y'all know what's good. We are here live, man. Got a new setup this week coming from the crib as Unc is in Mexico. What's going down on the little vacay? Unc, what's good?
Nothing much, man. I'm just chilling,
Yeah.
down here in undisclosed location in Mexico.
Yeah, chilling in an undisclosed
I mean,
location, sipping on some tropical drinks and getting served like a king
yeah,
out there.
this is all relaxing, because I love kids, but this is this is all adults, no children. You know what MJG say? No children, just
Yeah, hey, you gotta leave the kids at home, man.
Yeah.
Go have some grown folk time.
At my age, my kids are grown people.
Yeah. For sure, man. So, very excited about this show we got going this week, man. Got a lot of cool things. Just happy to be able to bring y'all a cool show yet and still, even though Unc is out of town right now, man. But if you didn't know, I'm your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson. Welcome to your favorite Wednesday show. We call it Noonish, man. Y'all know what time it is. Even in undisclosed locations, it's noonish around this junk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we live now, so we're gonna see. Your auntie is over there. She's supposed to be checking the show out, but I think she might be going off into dreamland a little bit.
Hey, it's all
like
good.
I said, we down here fly there, call. I told the people where we were.
Hey, so if you're down there and fly and you're watching the show, man.
So she's relaxing right now.
Yeah. And maxing and relaxing on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It ain't nothing like, when you down here, the sky is the same color as the ocean. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful,
Yeah, man.
Blue skies and blue ocean, and just relaxing, you're seeing people parasail and all hang glide and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I did all that in my youth, so I just enjoy other people doing it now.
Yeah, no, it looked like that's when it looked like it can go forever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's when it looks like the sky and the ocean just run together and it just for eternity. Like it don't end, especially at nighttime.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, I love it down in Playa, man. That's a very Americanized community in Mexico. But I absolutely love it when I get a chance to get out there. But I hope you enjoy yourself, man. But it's a lot going on, Unc. I don't know if you heard, but it's some good news this morning for Reggie Bush, man, as they have reinstated his Heisman Trophy.
Back, right?
What was that?
They're supposed to be getting his Heisman Trophy back, right?
Yeah, man. I can't believe they took it in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that was before the NIL, and even though they know everybody was getting money, they had to, fake like they didn't know, but they knew people were getting money. And Reggie Bush wasn't the first. They got it before Reggie Bush, after Reggie Bush, doing Reggie Bush and all that, and I don't know why they picked Reggie Bush to take him away.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, we saw what happened with SMU back in the day, and things haven't changed as far as the amounts of money these kids are receiving. It's just, it's kind of like marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Like people were still doing it even when it wasn't legal, but now that it's legal in many states, a lot more people are, open about doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that NIL that wasn't legal for a while. People getting in trouble, losing scholarships, getting Heisman trophies revoked. Like, bro, like, come on, dog. Like, because these kids are, they coming from, I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them aren't coming from the best situations in the first place. And they getting all this pub, making all this money for the school, and they starving on Friday, Thursday,
Oh, yeah, that don't make sense.
Even back then, I couldn't blame the kids for taking the money.
Oh, I don't either, because the schools was making millions. And Reggie Bush, without all that money, he would have been living like he was living. He would have been living a lower class life, with everybody else that's around him, the coaches, the AD and all those people living large, but you the one bringing the money in, and you living below the poverty line. That don't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile,
and I'm glad he got his trophy back.
You got the schools making all the money. You got the coaches making, millions of dollars. And this is prior to NIL, of course. But it's tough, man. And you're on ESPN all the time. You all got all this popularity, and you broke. Like, that stuff don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense at all.
Now, in the NIL, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the best things ever happened to student athletes.
Absolutely.
Because the coaches, they'll use you up for 3.5 years, and then if you don't get your degree, they don't care.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
At least if you don't get your degree, you're a high-level athlete, you can be made $7, $8, $10, $12 million before you even get out of college.
Yeah, like I said, if you lucky to obtain your scholarship, because like we said, them scholarships, that ain't a 4-year deal. That's a year by year situation.
Yeah, people have always thought, oh, he got a scholarship to this college, that college. That was a scholarship for that year. It has always been like that. If you go down there and you're not cutting the mustard, they will send you back home in a hot second.
Absolutely, unless you signed a, they do have the 4-year, like 100, and it used to be 20,000, but now it's, I don't know, $160,000, $180,000 scholarships. They do give you that option, and that where the 4 years are covered, but that's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just for these are the same kids that's making $3 or $4 million now. That's who that was for.
Yeah, that was for your absolute studs. That's for your Travis Hunters and your Shedeur Sanders and those guys.
And your
guys that
are going to put
butts in stands and show up. What'd you say, huh?
Yeah, but what we got going on, we might well jump into these subjects.
Yeah, we in them. We in them. That USC was the first one. You know what I'm saying? And Reggie Bush getting that Heisman back. We in this thing, but we can.
I thought this was just something. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to hop on in. Let me make this quick transition real quick. Hold on. What something ain't hit right there, but we can fix it.
Oh yeah, and just so the people know, this is just a temporary deal. I'm on vacation, me and my beautiful wife. We are down there enjoying the good life. Next week, we'll be back in the studio. We'll be back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle, man. Back in the saddle. Yeah, man. So you know what we got to talk about, man. We got to talk about Ryan Garcia beating the brakes off Devin Haney, man. Like that was a show. Let's talk about the whole experience. Right? Let's talk about the whole journey up into the fight and then the actual fight and how it turned out. Did you see it playing out this way?
Well, no, I didn't see it playing out like that. I knew Garcia. Now, I was pulling for Haney for certain reasons that we ain't going to discuss right now when we talk about them, not about me. But I was pulling for Haney, but I knew Garcia had some good skills. I said that a couple of weeks ago. But I didn't know that his skills, and then when you change weight classes, that makes a difference too. Haney came from 140, man, them 7 to 10 pounds make a lot of difference. People don't want to believe it, but it actually do. In the ring, it makes a lot of difference.
Absolutely.
But now outside the ring, 7, 10 pounds, not that much. But in a professional boxing match, 7, 10, 12 pounds make a lot of difference. And they're going from 140 up to, what did they weigh in, or what did Garcia weigh, 150?
143. He was 143 when he weighed in.
Oh, okay.
Yep, but that's when he weighed in. By the time he was fighting, he was probably at like 160. 162. Yeah, because those guys do so much to, they don't, they take all the fluid off their body, sweat it out, they ain't going that way. And then as soon as they go eat a hamburger, drink a 2 16-ounce bottle of water, they got 6 or 8 pounds back home. Yeah. That quick.
No, for real. That's all it takes. There's a hamburger, some fries, and 2 bottles of 16-ounce water. Because because they pretty much have dehydrated themselves. They're getting all the liquids and the solids out of their body.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they put them back in, they're going up 6 or 8 pounds real easy.
And that's what was so crucial about the fight with Javante Davis that Ryan took. You know, when he came, you know, he agreed to weigh in at 136, I believe, 137, something like that, and then
he couldn't put the weight back on.
Yeah, he had like a 6-pound rehydration clause or something like that, so he couldn't get over like 142, 143, something like that. But it makes a major difference, man. Like Ryan Garcia, he said he didn't even want to weigh in under 140, or under 143, because he knows that he said he came to win the fight, right? And he's had I feel like he knew something, like he knew that he's grown as a fighter, and that as far as skill is concerned. And I'm not saying that Devin's not skilled, but his dad is his coach, and I don't remember Bill Haney ever boxing. I can't recall. I mean, he might have some amateur fights or something like that. I don't know about his boxing career, but I do think the fact that, and I'm not saying that dads can't be a coach, because it's great. I mean, Barry Bonds, I'm sure his son got the best coaching in the world from that guy and his expertise, right? But I think the fact that Ryan Garcia is using other trainers and new trainers and a different trainer, boxing specific trainer in Derrick James, I think that's helped him quite a bit as far as his progression, and the fact that he's been working with him for over a year, man. So I mean, it was that whole fight was nuts, the build up of the fight.
And I think that what Garcia knew, because they boxed 6 times down the amateurs, right?
Yeah.
I think Garcia knew that Haney best fighting weight, because he know the guy.
Yeah.
He probably knew that his best fighting weight is around 134, 135. So he knew if he got him up to 140, he could assert himself over him more at 140 than he could. Because if they fought at 130 something, he might not do Haney like that. But at 140, because he got all his weight, all his strength, and he's fought Haney before, and he might know that Haney's about trapped out at 135 or 132.
Yeah.
I don't know.
140, and I know that Devin Haney was talking about moving up to 147 and all this other stuff before this fight. When you win it, you can talk a lot of hot cash stuff, but he's not ready for that at all.
Yeah, I don't think he can. Those guys, when you start getting 147 on up, the guy's hands get a little heavy.
Yeah,
hands get a little heavy. I mean, you got a lot of boxers at 132, 135, and all that, man, and 140 even. So when you start getting up to welterweight and 154, junior middleweight, super welterweight, whatever you want to call it, man, them guys' hands start getting a little heavy.
Yeah, and that brings up my next point. I think that I feel like Ryan Garcia went in there knowing that they had 6 fights and Devin Haney's never knocked him out. I think that he went in there knowing that Haney didn't have the power to knock him out. You know what I'm saying?
Knock him out, yeah.
I haven't, Regis Prograis was the, worst that I've seen Devin Haney beat on somebody, but I didn't think that was that wasn't a legitimate fight. I don't think Regis has the experience and the skill set that Devin Haney has. Just from my experience watching him and knowing his path, but it's it was crazy to see him get beat down like that. I didn't expect that, because it was they counted 3 knockdowns, but he got knocked down 6 times. I'm talking he was duck walking across the floor, right? Like duck walking for majority of the fight, right? From rounds like 6 on. I can't tell you how many times he was duck walking, hold himself up to keep himself from going down. And I feel like this. I think this whole thing was set up with 2 friends wanting to make a whole lot of money and not take the belt. So they had a discussion to figure out, okay, how can we make this fight happen without me losing my belt? You know what I'm saying? And us cashing in. You already got a loss, right? So if I beat you, Ryan, now you had 2 losses, no big deal. If you beat me, now you taking my goose egg away. Okay, so we're going to put that up, right? I put up my goose egg, but I ain't putting up my belt. And Ryan was like, cool, I'll come in at 143. 3 pounds is the perfect weight, You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To where they don't have to make you weigh in again, right? Because they say you can't lose 3 pounds in a day. It's not gonna happen, not at that point. So he weighed in at 143, which was the perfect number. If he weighed in at 2 pounds, they might have tried to reweigh him. You know what I'm saying? And if he weighed in 5 pounds over, that would have DQ'd him from the fight. So it was planned for him to come in at 143 feeling strong and healthy. You know what I'm saying? And then Devin Haney gets beat, but he retains his belt. They make all this money, and now Ryan Garcia is the hottest name in boxing right now. Right? They putting up names. They talking about a rematch with Gervonta Davis, which I wouldn't mind seeing at another weight.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see him fight Devontae again.
Yeah, but can't disrespect Frank because this is what I wanted. Let's say, right, because Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis fight like June 5th or June 6th, something like that, right? Okay, right. So Derek also changed Frank Martin. Okay, let's say Frank Martin beats Gervonta Davis, and now everybody's calling for a Frank Martin versus Ryan Garcia fight. How do we handle this if I got the same trainer with the top dogs in the class? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky right there.
Yeah,
because the trainer, what Frank, you gonna do?
Yeah, but Frank fights at 135 though. He fights at 135, right? So, I guess, and Ryan will never go down to 135, right? So I guess that's where there's a little bit of saving grace right there from that crazy situation. But I'm sure that Frank has aspirations to move up in weight classes if he gets the belts from Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be a hell of a fight.
I think Gervonta has. If he beat Frank Martin, he probably want to move up in weight class.
You say if he beat Frank Martin, he gonna move up in weight class? You think?
He might. He said something before. He has mentioned moving up before.
Yeah, I mean he has moved up before. He took a belt at 140. He had a belt at 140 at one point. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what up, TJ? Hey, TJ back in here joining us again. What up, bro? I just clicked on. I saw you.
Hey, TJ, we so appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I don't think Tank will go up to 145. I think they'll do a catch weight at like 143. You know, right where Garcia weighed in at, because he said that he can't get under 143. And if they actually fighting for some belts, but I don't even know. Like at that point, I don't know. I don't even know if that's a weight class.
And if they fight again, Garcia got to take out that rehydration clause.
He wouldn't. I'm sure he wouldn't take that again. That's another reason why I don't know if that fight's gonna happen. Yeah, because I don't know if Gervonta Davis will fight Garcia, knowing that he ballooned up to 160.
You know, because by the time the fight comes, like you said, Garcia be wearing 152, 155.
Yeah,
you know that's a pretty good size dude fighting somebody 140. You know.
Yeah, man.
In the ring.
Yeah. TJ say he on his lunch break. Appreciate you joining us, bro. Unc on one of his life breaks. Unc is on a everyday life break.
Yeah, but I'm breaking outside the country right now, not in the country.
yeah. You breaking out the, at the American walls right now.
I started to do the show from the beachfront, but I think it would have been a little too noisy.
It'd have been too noisy, man. I'd have loved to see it, bro. I'd love to see that.
There's a lot of stuff going on that beach right now.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm sure you got a view too, boy. I love that beach, man. You make me want to go to Playa. I might look at going to the Playa here soon now, just cause,
Oh yeah. Let me know.
Yeah.
I might make a return trip with you.
Yeah, all right, that's what's up. Like that's my spot now. It's a little Americanized, get the nice little pina coladas. I had a toucan sit on my shoulder last time I went to Playa, man. It was a great time. Great time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, boxing is hot right now. Ryan Garcia is the hottest name. He's got the sport on fire right now. Everybody wants a Ryan Garcia interview. I feel like, what do you think about the state of boxing right now,
Well, boxing is kind of in a twist in between. I'm gonna say it like that. you know, the heavier weights is pretty much non-existent now. With the lower weights, we got some talent and we got some people that we want to see fight, and I think need to fight each other. But as far as the heavyweights and light heavyweights and middleweights, who are they? Who are they? You know, I'm just saying. So right now, boxing is kind of, and this is the whole thing about the heavyweight division usually carry boxing. I mean, when boxing is hot, really hot, it's always a good heavyweight. You know, boxing is fairly good right now, but there's no, I mean, I don't want to take anything away.
The most exciting heavyweight right now, in my opinion, is in the UK, and that's Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Right now, Anthony Joshua, with these couple of last knockouts, we want to see him fight somebody. But after, I mean, who is it?
Tyson Fury,
Wilder, and Tyson Fury, and who else is it?
Alexander Usyk. There's a few. Young Anderson. I don't think Anderson really loves boxing. He's already said that he wants to retire. You know, I don't know if he's
talking about
real about getting a championship title.
Excitement. You know, that's not like Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like Tyson Holyfield. It's not like and it's not even like Tyson and Michael Spinks. But like I said, the heavyweight division to me is just down. We do have a champion. And he's beating up everybody. But I'll just say that, in my opinion, the heavyweight division is down.
I agree with you.
That's why boxing is not as hot as it should be.
Well, none of the heavyweights. I mean, Jared Anderson, right? He's here, but again, I don't know if he's passionate. He's already said he doesn't love the sport. He just want to make his money and get out. Type deal.
And then not only do they have to be passionate, they have to have some charisma, some kind of mystique about them.
Yeah.
You know, or something. But these guys just don't have that.
Yeah, you're right.
They just don't.
You're right. Yeah. Even Wilder never had it to me. You know, like
no, I never thought.
He's getting exposed. Like his boxing skills are getting exposed now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the heavyweights are over on the other side of the pond. That's just what it is. It sucks, but that's what it is. I know we're not used to that here in America. We used to having a Tyson or a Ali or, you know, somebody to carry the load. But, yeah, you can forget about that right now. But anyway, we're going to keep this party moving, man. Next up on the docket. How about this transition? All right, there it is. Next up, we got playoffs, NBA playoffs, round 1 fight. So give me we got Dallas Mavericks versus the LA Clippers going on right now. You know, Mavs tied that series up last night 1-1 in a very unimpressive game on both sides of the fence. I don't want to say that. It's a lot more defense being played in the playoffs. I feel like NBA teams don't play defense until the playoffs.
I'm not right now. I guess we can call it defense, but I call it a bunch of Minnesota shots. I mean, I saw the Mavericks play last night and the first game. Man, you know, nobody is really, like I said before, the Mavericks is their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
The first game, they
holding the ball.
Didn't share the ball a lot like they should. Shot a bunch of threes. And they did the same thing in the second game, except for it looked like to me that the Clippers just missed a bunch of shots. You know, they missed more shots than the Mavericks. That's why the Mavericks won.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it like that to me. Because they were shooting threes. I mean, you know, I don't know. Like I was talking to you before the show, Luke is only shooting about 34% from threes.
Yeah.
But in 2 games, he's got about 29 threes. But he's shooting 30-some%. He's still shooting them anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, that's my gripe against the NBA right now, is that these boys, they don't if they're not hitting a shot, they seem like they can't help the team win in other ways.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it like that.
Yeah.
You know, and this is coming from Like I tell people all the time, so this is just coming from the grumpy old man, because when guys were superstars back in the day, I've seen it, different people, if they scoring is down, their rebounding is up, their assist is up. If they rebounding is down, their scoring is up.
Yeah.
But these guys now, if their scoring is down, James Harden went 2 for 10 against the Mavericks last night, and once he went 2 for 10, he was almost good for the.
Oh, if James Harden not scoring, he may as well not be there.
Yeah,
like, he's not going to play defense.
And that's the way a lot of these guys are. I mean, they should, just like Luka had 30 points, but the way he had 30 points was by shooting more, not hitting more, shooting more.
Yeah.
And when you come down and you 4 for 15 on threes, it sounds like you missed 2 or 3 in a row. So at that point, maybe you should try something else instead of just coming up, jacking up another thing.
Well, that's that Jordan and that Kobe way of thinking right there. If I'm a miss, keep shooting, because I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe that I'm the best on this floor, so I'm gonna keep shooting the rock because I'm a shooter.
Okay,
that's that mentality.
Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the Kobe and Jordan mentality.
Yeah.
That's right. But the Larry Bird mentality is, if I'm not scoring, I'm going to get on the boards and do more boarding.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass more, because I've seen him do it with my own eyes. Go look at the Houston series when Boston played against the Houston Rockets. Larry Bird scoring went from 24 to 19, but his rebounds went from 8 to 13.
Well,
and he out-rebounded Akeem Olajuwon in that series. So that's what I'm talking about. When Magic Johnson switched to center, everybody talk about he had 42 points, but he had 15 rebounds and 11 assists to go with it. All of these, so when you are not doing one thing as a player, you have to do something else to help your team win. And today, I just don't see that happening a lot. I used to see it happen more, and it may just be nostalgia and me romanticizing the past. Some stuff like that do happen. But I just see these guys shoot, and if they can't shoot their team to a victory, somebody else got to do it.
And see, something you said there, that's the difference between James Harden and Luka, right? Luka has an off night shooting. He scores 30. He missed 15 shots, though, out of 26. That ain't good. That ain't what you want. But he also had, 9 assists. He also, or 9 rebounds and 6 assists, something like that. You know what I'm saying? He was helping in other areas. James Harden, when he don't score, right, it's been very few times where I've seen James Harden not score and still affect the game in some fashion or form. You can already, when James Harden's name is mentioned, you already know defense is not going to be played. Defense is not the thing, right?
No.
I've seen him play in the moment, right? Like in an overtime game or in the clutch fourth quarter where they need him to give effort. I've seen him give the effort, but that's not something you can count on from James Harden, right?
Oh, no.
That's something he picks and chooses to give.
And that's a lot of players. I mean, that's the same way like the Mavericks have played the Clippers twice, and Kyrie already missed the game. I mean, not Kyrie, Kawhi Leonard. And I told you before the series, I don't trust Kawhi to even be there. I don't care how good he is, how good he can play, but if he's not there, and I don't, and I'll say this, if the Mavericks play the Clippers 7-game series, I don't expect Kawhi Leonard to even finish the series.
Yeah.
Or if he do, he's going to miss 2 more games. If they go 7 games, Kawhi will miss probably 2 more.
I hope he misses
and
3
that's
more.
why I don't like these guys.
I hope he misses
because
3
your
more.
Best ability is your availability. And he's never available.
I take that back. I hope he plays 3 more because the Clippers look like a completely different team with Kawhi on the floor trying to mix him back into the fold. You know what I'm saying? I love it when somebody has been sitting for 2 weeks to a month or whatever, and the team has now taken on this new identity and they're winning and they got this groove, and then you put that one person back into the mix and they can disrupt everything. And I feel like that's what happened last night with the Clippers. And I'll take it. I'll take it all day. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was Ty
Yeah.
Lue, I'd be like, yeah, Kawhi, you feel pretty good right now. Well, I'm gonna let you sit. So hopefully you feel great in a week from now after we win this series, because my team, we're playing real good right now without you. You know, so I got to make the best call for my team. And even though he's a great player and he's got a championship, anybody else on that roster got a championship? Does Russ have a championship yet? I don't think so, does he?
No, Russ don't have one.
Paul don't have
George
one.
don't have one.
James Harden doesn't have one. Right?
James Harden don't have one.
Yeah, so
they
he's the only one with it.
Player. They may have a role player that's got one, but none of their main people that's won it other than Kawhi.
Everybody else chasing. You know what happened when you start chasing?
And speaking of Kawhi, I got to bring up his name. Have you saw Pascal Siakam playing in the postseason?
Oh, yeah.
Indiana, Pascal is balling out. Like I said, Pascal can play.
I think he went for what, like 34, 38 or something like that yesterday?
37.
37? Yeah, man. Pascal, but he was a young guy, right? Nobody knew him at the time. But that's how you know you're good. When people know you and you still out there balling.
But they got to know him that particular year, because that was the best he had of his career when they won that championship. So.
Yep.
And like I say, Kawhi has been doing this. See, this is why I don't get hyped up on these guys. Kawhi been doing this for 6-7 years, man.
You right.
Most of his career. He had 2 good years with San Antonio. He had 1 good year with Toronto. And the rest of his career has been on the bench.
But when he's on the floor, he's great. He's great. Like, he's a Hall of Fame talent that won't be in the Hall of Fame because he's not on the floor enough.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like a bunch of other guys. I mean, there's a bunch of guys been great. They just wasn't available.
Yeah. And that best ability is what,
Availability.
all day, every day. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna do.
Yeah, man.
So what we got?
Yeah, but we'll keep it moving, But it should be a good series. I hope the Mavs come out on top. If we can get past these Clippers, I feel really good about the rest of the West. Even I feel good about us against the Nuggets. I really do. But
yeah.
But we'll
see
what happens.
Did you see how terrible they shot last night?
Man,
they shot terrible too,
and still came out with a win somehow.
Yeah, because guess what? The Lakers shot even worse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can count on that.
And if they would have shot anything like they normally do, they would have beat the Lakers by 20, 25 like they did the first game. Because the Lakers cannot shoot. They cannot. If you go pull up their stats, the only person, one person was 1 for 5, one other person 0 for 6. This is from threes.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves was 1 from 6. I like Austin, but he's not a 3-point shooter. And he's coming down, jacking up. Hachimura was 0 for 4.
Yeah, I think they're putting too much on Austin. I don't think Austin Reeves was ever meant to be a premier like highlight player. I think he was always meant to be like a Steve Kerr,
Reeves
like
is a
John Paxson type.
Austin Reeves would be good if he's your 7th guy.
Yeah.
He's not even your 6th guy.
He's like a Grayson Allen.
Guys that can play. Austin Reeves needs to be coming off the bench.
Yeah.
He don't need to be started. I'm gonna tell you like this: the Lakers don't have they don't have a 2. I mean,
they've got guys, but they got guys that ain't showing up. They got guys that ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Right?
Yeah. So what does that mean? You need to be on the bench somewhere instead of starting for the Lakers.
Like they got like Vincent, right? We thought he was on the same level as what's my other boy, the other point guard that came out of Toronto. Vincent came out of Miami, but he reminds me of Fred VanVleet. Yeah. He hadn't had that productivity since he's been in LA.
No, he ain't no Fred VanVleet. I'll take VanVleet over him 10-1.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has not done anything since he's been in LA. And then what's the other my boy Russell.
Yeah.
Right? He just hadn't been as consistent. It's the consistency.
Yeah.
Hachimura, the consistency. We got these guys, they'll play like 1 out of every 3 games, right? And they never play the same game
And then
all
when they
on.
play
You know what
high
I'm saying?
level, and then when they play high level competition, they play 0 games.
Yeah.
And the only reason they get 1 out of 3 games is because that 3rd game is against the lower level team.
Yep.
And then they do better.
Yep.
You know, but when they play the upper level team, they just not these guys, and you know, LeBron is not who he used to be.
Yeah.
And not only that, these guys are not even as to me. This just me. LeBron ain't had some of the greatest teammates in the world. Now he had a few, but these guys here, these guys not even Mario Chalmers.
Well, I mean, I know they expected more out of Prince.
These guys are not even those guys. You know,
I mean, they tried. They made an effort. They didn't do what the Cowboys have done this offseason and went and got nobody. They actually tried to bring some people in, bring some pieces in. Vincent was supposed to have more of an impact. You know, Prince was supposed to have more of an impact. You know, I think it's a lot like MJ and Kobe. People got to learn how to play with LeBron. Like, that's a whole different situation.
I'm going to say this. Vincent and Prince and Hachimura and all those guys were expected to have a bunch of impact with the Lakers, but they didn't have a bunch of impact with the team they were with before.
Prince
so I don't know how the Lakers expect
Prince and Hachimura did. Prince and Hachimura, and Vincent wasn't bad in Houston, but Hachimura was really good for Washington. Prince was really good for was he in Detroit?
Who did Hachimura play for?
The Wizards.
How many games did the Wizards win? Probably 20, 30 games when Hachimura was there, right?
Yeah.
Per year.
So, but he was a bright spot.
That right there proves that Hachimura didn't have a big impact, because this is the thing that I try to tell people. When you're on a last place team, people don't care if you get 15 points and 8 or 10 rebounds, because we gonna beat you anyway. But now when we play you tough, we know you're not gonna do nothing.
So
and that's what these guys are.
So what if the Lakers remained intact from when LeBron first got there, and they still had Julius Randle, and they still had Brandon Ingram, and they still had what's my guy? It's another guy down there.
Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball. Yeah.
I mean, I tell you what.
Would you rather take those guys?
Those guys would have a better chance of winning a championship than these guys.
Yeah, because D'Angelo Russell was on that squad too.
Yeah, but
and they would have like 6 or 7 years of playing with each other under their belt.
But those guys, see, this is what impatience calls you. Yep. Those guys would have took a couple of years to develop.
Yeah.
And the Lakers wanted to win right now.
On a right now schedule.
They didn't do that either.
Yeah.
They won in the bubble. But I'm just saying, but they got rid of those guys because they didn't want them to develop. They wanted to win right now. So they went out and got LeBron, traded all those guys, and got Anthony Davis and Caldwell Pope.
Hey, back to my point. Hey, when you start chasing, AD, just like at the casino.
And I'm going to say this about AD. Everybody always say, well, AD is this, he's that, he's that. He didn't lead New Orleans to no playoffs. He didn't lead New Orleans to a lot of wins.
No.
So what makes you think that he's so good in pressure situations? He's good. See, this is the whole difference. These guys are good when their team is down by 10 and losing. Now you can go out, they let you shoot. I mean, you know, pretty much. And then now you stat stuff. People say, oh, he averaged 18 and 9, but it's all in losing efforts.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't know what you're going to do when you play against a Denver.
Yeah.
Or a Phoenix Suns, you know, or a Milwaukee.
A legitimate team.
You know, we don't know what you are, Philadelphia. Yeah, you doing, you know, during the regular season, you get a chance to play against all these bottom feeders for half of the games, and then you come out with some good points and all that, but your team didn't win but 25 or 30 games. I don't have a lot of respect for that. And I told, and this is the whole thing, I'm going off on a little rant. This ain't got nothing to do with it. I told people, and I love Chris Bosh because he's from Dallas.
Yeah.
But all the stuff he did in Toronto, he did none of it with Miami.
You're right.
Kevin Love.
Yeah.
He did all that stuff in Minnesota. He did none of that with Cleveland.
Nothing.
Because they did it in losing efforts. And if I'm beating you, go ahead and hit that shot.
Well, can I challenge that with another point?
Because you're down by 20.
Can I challenge that with another possibility? Can I challenge that with another possibility? What if they didn't do that because they both was playing with LeBron?
How about this? How about
so how good of a teammate is LeBron?
What does LeBron have with you? You got Chris Bosh. You got 12 shots in one of those games against San Antonio. You went 0 for 12. You gonna blame that on LeBron? You had 12 shots. You couldn't hit one. What has LeBron got to do with? And this is the thing. You can't blame on LeBron because this is the whole thing. LeBron has been criticized for giving you the shot. He gave you the shot. That's one thing. Jordan got criticized for taking all the shots. Yeah. LeBron gave you the shots, Chris.
Yeah.
He gave you the shots, Kevin Love, but you didn't deliver. Yeah. Because LeBron LeBron should have took that shot, but he let such and such take. You was wide open. You was wide open. LeBron ain't passed the ball. He's not like Luka now, dribble 19 seconds and pass it to you. When LeBron and Magic Johnson pass you the ball, you're in a good situation to score. So if you went over 12, Chris Bosh, don't blame that on LeBron.
Yeah, no doubt. And LeBron is and everyone. I don't think anyone has ever had this argument. LeBron is a very unselfish player, right?
Yeah. So you can't blame that on LeBron.
But to a point though, because LeBron got to have the ball.
But to a point, what?
LeBron got to have the ball.
But to a point, what?
That's
Maybe,
why.
This is the whole thing.
D-Wade didn't get better. Like, does LeBron make the people around him better?
So if I get 12 shots, I'm in the NBA. I've been to 4 or 5 All-Star games when I was with Toronto because I'm getting 20 and 10, but I'm losing all the time. But then when I get right here, I get 12 shots and I can't hit one. But don't try to blame that on LeBron. Don't try to blame that on LeBron.
Yeah.
Because this is the whole thing. If I'm playing left corner and you get burned over there on the right side, what does that got to do with me?
You're right.
If you got an open shot and you miss it, what does that got to do with LeBron? You're in the NBA.
Yeah.
See, that's that social media talk. That's that social media talk. And I'm gonna say this: people that really think like that, they ain't really played no high level basketball.
Yeah.
That's and the people that think like that, they ain't played no high level football, they ain't ran no high level track, or none of that. Because same boat run with 3 slow guys, he's not going to win, no matter how fast he is.
Yeah.
And if LeBron James is playing with Mario Chalmers instead of Steve Kerr, and Mario Chalmers missed the shot, and Steve Kerr is the all-time leading 3-point percentage, don't blame that on Michael Jordan. Steve Kerr was shooting threes like that before he met Michael Jordan. It has nothing to do with Michael. How Steve Kerr shot. How Mario Chalmers shot had nothing to do with LeBron James. I love Chris Bosh. He's from Dallas. He's from the Link Basket. If anybody don't know what the Link Basket is, that's Lincoln High School in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's located in the Dirty South. I got affinity for the Dirty South of Dallas. But Chris Bosh is not a pressure player. Neither is Kevin Love. Neither is AD. None of those guys are pressure players because when the pressure's on, they don't deliver.
Because when what?
But that was a whole other soliloquy.
You say they don't deliver?
Yeah, when the pressure's on, they don't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But you know what's funny? And this is a great one. I mean, it's other series to really talk about, but you know, we don't really got to talk about those.
We don't really have to talk about it. Yeah. Because the Mavericks and the Clippers and the Lakers and the Lakers and who the Lakers?
The Nuggets.
The Lakers and Denver.
And the Nuggets.
They ain't nothing but a microcosm of what's happening in the other games.
Yeah, no doubt.
We can talk about Milwaukee. We can talk about all these guys coming down shooting threes. They trying to out three.
The only other game I really want to even say anything about is the Timberwolves and the Suns. Like Timberwolves went up 2-0 on the Suns, and Anthony Edwards is that dude. Michael Jordan said, "Oh, that guy's special." That's all he had to say about Anthony Edwards. That's all he had to say. Because the kid's cold-blooded.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to tell you this. If Minnesota play up their capabilities, Minnesota can win the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
Because they got the size. See, because one thing to beat Denver, you got to be big. Minnesota's big.
Yeah.
Minnesota may be bigger than Denver this year. But now, do they have a clutch player? I'm not sure. I don't know how Carl Anthony Towns going to do in a big situation because he's never been there.
Yeah.
And Rudy Gobert, he's going to be on the boards to get some blocks, but he ain't going to be no offensive boards. So,
I mean, we shall see, man. I know that all I know is that Anthony Edwards is acting a fool, right? And
he's doing it.
He's balling, man. He's balling. Anybody's got to come up against the Timberwolves right now because of, you got Rudy Gobert protecting the rim. You got Karl Anthony Towns that can help protect the rim and stretch the floor.
Say, J.A., somebody at the door. Keep talking. J.A., I got to go to the door. Keep talking.
Yeah, and then you got to go ham. I got you. But yeah, it's I am absolutely just kind of tripped out right now. I shouldn't be at this point because everybody knows Anthony Edwards is a dog, and he's been a dog. He's been that. But to see him even more, he's in Minnesota, so he's not like in a major city. We're not seeing him every night like he's on the Lakers or the Knicks or the Nets or even Dallas, right? He's not in a major market. So, I've seen him a few times over the past couple years, but being able to watch him in these playoffs right now, that kid there, man, freak athlete, great IQ, and what I love most about Anthony Edwards, the guy is a killer. He is psychotic. He wants to take your life. He don't care if you're standing in the lane. If you're in the lane and I'm on my way, I'm coming at you, dog. And I'm going to get that dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Anthony Edwards, he'll bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. So that's what I appreciate about Anthony Edwards, man. The guy, he is very he reminds me a lot of Michael Jordan. Just his mentality, the way that his ferociousness, the way that he goes at people. But it was cool to see him have his moment when he played against KD the other day. And he said that Durant, was his favorite player. Did you see that up?
He did say KD is his favorite player, right?
Yeah, say he's his favorite player of all time. And when he went at KD and was talking smack to him, and KD couldn't do nothing but smile at him and laugh like, yeah, young buck, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like that gave me chills, huh? That gave me chills.
Oh yeah, then KD, if he's if he was I don't want to go in on KD right now, but I'm saying like this. KD might have been laughing, saying, can you keep this up? Can you do this 7 times? KD might have been laughing at that. Okay, you did it once, can you do it 7 times? Hey. I mean, if he was a real killer, he supposed to be, or they say he is, he might have been laughing like, okay, young buck, you did it once, but can you do it 7 times?
Can you do it? Exactly. Can you do it 7 times?
Can you do it in 4 victories?
It's looking like he might possibly be able to.
And I think he can because I got my own feelings. I got my own feelings about KD, so we ain't gonna even get into that.
Oh man, we got to get into it sometime because I want to know. I do want to know. But
KD is a coach killer. KD is a coach killer.
He a coach killer?
He got the 2 easiest final MVPs in the history of final MVPs.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, just go score.
Just go score.
We got everything else around.
This ain't like the military. If you can't beat them, join them. Yeah. No, that's not how that goes.
Hey, don't tell him that. That ain't his approach.
For me,
Yeah.
You could have came and played with me, but I would have never went and played with you.
Hey, KD was like, hey, bro, I can't beat him, so let me get that ticket, dog. Let me get these championships. Let me get these rings real quick.
It's like this here. There goes Superman. Let me tug onto his cape.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now I can fly if I catch on Superman's cape.
Yeah.
But if I don't catch on Superman's cape, I can't fly.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
that ain't even no Batman and Robin situation right there. That's something totally different. But we're gonna keep this train rolling, man. So On to the next. On to the next. Yeah. So NFL, man, little NFL talk. So we got the draft coming up this week, You know what I'm saying?
When is the draft?
What'd you say?
When is the draft?
It's I believe it's Thursday.
You might have to have a little draft watch party.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little draft watch party. We can do that. We can definitely set up and watch. You know, hey, we're gonna invite everybody, man. Y'all can all come join us, have a little fun.
Oh yeah, then down here in Mexico, I'm gonna try to I might have to be on the watch party because I gotta find out what channel the draft is gonna be on.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be on ESPN.
Yeah, well, I'm in the room. I don't even know if I have, when you fly out there, come, you don't spend much time in the room, so I don't know what's on the TV.
Yeah,
so now,
matter of fact, hey, I'll handle that watch party by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if I get a chance, I'll let you know if I can jump in. You're absolutely right. So my wife is gone now, and I think she got some activities scheduled for us in the next 30 or 40 minutes.
All right, cool. Well, we gonna keep this party rolling then. Let's go on and get to it. So Jerry Jones had a few words to say about old Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Have you heard this where he was like, we love Dak. We've given Dak quite a few weapons over his career. And, only way to get better is to diminish those. So we're going to have to take them away so we can get better. Basically is what he's saying. That's why they haven't gone out and done all these things. I think they are planning for Dak's exit, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and looking at Trey Lance in their future.
Just like you say, they kind of sitting Dak up for failure. If you don't have as many weapons, how can you be as effective? I don't understand that. I have never heard you get better by subtraction.
Yeah,
I have never heard that.
That's
you
the whole
get
thing.
Better by addition.
Unless you're subtracting the quarterback for a better one, right?
Yeah.
And freeing up money to bring that quarterback weapons next year. Unless that's what's going on, which it feels that way all the way across the board.
But then we still going into the unknown. So if it happens, it'll be good for everybody.
We all going into the unknown.
It'll be good for the Cowboys.
I think, but what I do think is Trey Lance might be the most talented quarterback that the Dallas Cowboys have ever had.
No, ever had?
Talented. I didn't say skilled. Talented.
Well, I never saw Trey Lance play.
Biggest arm.
I'm going to say it like this. I ain't seen him play. And I'm going to tell you like this. If he's going to be the most talented quarterback that the Cowboys has ever had, he is going to win a whole bunch of Super Bowls.
I hope so. I mean, like I said, I didn't say skilled. Skilled is one thing. I'm saying he's got speed. He's got a crazy arm. He's got a 6'2", 6'3" frame. Like he's the ideal, quarterback. Like he's the creative QB type player,
Oh yeah.
Now if that translates into skill and he's able to use that talent to win, we're gonna win a lot.
Talent and skill gotta go hand in hand.
Yeah, well, I say the skill is polished talent.
I'll say this. Having a strong arm, I don't consider that a talent.
I think it's a talent. I don't think it's a skill, though. An accurate passer, that's a skill. But a strong arm is a talent that can help.
And it's a talent, too. It's a talent to put that ball where it needs to be at that time.
Absolutely.
It takes more than skill, So,
yeah.
I mean, but still, I'll say this. Most skilled quarterbacks are talented. But I see some quarterbacks that were very talented didn't have no skills.
Yeah, I know. Tom Brady wasn't a very talented guy.
Well,
he had that 6'5", and he didn't have the strongest arm. He wasn't the fastest dude, but his mental was his talent as well.
That's also a talent.
Absolutely.
That's also, I mean, in my book, talent is if I see a receiver, I can give him the ball.
Yeah,
that's the most talented quarterback it is that can get the ball to the receivers.
Yeah,
I mean, you can. I don't care how fast it get there. or how, whatever, you know, and because some of the strongest arms, Jamarcus Russell had one of the strongest arms ever.
Nothing.
Couldn't quarterback a leg. So
You're
having
right.
a strong, he got a long, lively arm. He can make all the throws, but can he make them accurately?
Well, I know Dak's decision making ain't been the best, huh?
Yeah, no. Well, his decision making,
it can't be too much
his
worse than
decision
that.
making in the playoffs has not been good at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're right. But yeah, so I think that's pretty wild, man. You know, I've been saying it. The Cowboys ain't worried about that.
And this is the
they're
whole
looking
thing.
at Trey Lance. They see what they have.
If Trey Lance is the best quarterback we got, put him in.
Yep.
Y'all see him every day. Put him in.
Well, they got to get his money out. They got to get their money's worth out of Dak. They already committed to the contract. They got to get their money. So he at least got to play 6 or 7 games this year, Unc, is what I'm saying.
Talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna tell you like this: during the regular season, we're not talking about playoffs. During the regular season, if Dak Prescott plays 6 or 7 games and have 18 touchdowns and 3 interceptions like he did last year after 6 or 7 games, it's going to be hard to take him out.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So the best thing to do is just come out and say Trey Lance beat him out in the preseason, so we're going to start Trey Lance.
I would base Dak's only way that I would re-sign or extend Dak is if he can get us through the playoffs. That's it. Ain't nothing. There's nothing he can prove to me in the regular season.
If he can get you through the playoffs, right? You say through
the playoffs, yeah. Through the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. And then if he gets you through the playoffs, you got to give him the money now.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. Yeah. And you got to compete. You got to compete with other people that might want him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to take that. Because I don't think that's going to do.
You have to be willing. I'm going to tell you who take more chances on quarterbacks than anybody.
Who's that?
That's San Francisco. San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
That's where Trey Lance came from. They drafted him number 3, shipped him out.
And, speaking of Trey Lance.
One while they had Colin Kaepernick started off with Smith. He's supposed to be the man. They got rid of him in 2-3 years. Got Colin Kaepernick. He's supposed to be the man. They got rid of him. Got Jimmy G. He's supposed to be the man. They got rid of him. Then they drafted Trey Lance. He won the job, got hurt. Then Jimmy G started. Then they got rid of Trey Lance. And this is the whole thing. If Jimmy G be gone in a year or 2, don't be surprised. I mean, not Jimmy G.
Other guy, the young buck.
Yeah, then after that, they got Prudy. So Prudy out and said, man. So if he gone from San Francisco in the next year or 2, I wouldn't be surprised for San Francisco.
I wouldn't be surprised
either. They are the most impatient. But they have been pretty good judge of quarterbacks because everyone they get pretty much take them to the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl.
They solid. They've been solid. So that's one thing the Cowboys can bank on. If we can't draft a good quarterback, the 49ers can. And they drafted this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. You're so right about that. Yeah. Now you said something.
Yeah.
You said something.
We
now
talking
you're making me think,
Joe Montana, Steve Young.
Like
they got a lineage. They got a history of drafting good quarterbacks.
But San Francisco, they may not be satisfied with the guys, but the guys come in and do a pretty good job. They go to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. Every last one of them did.
Yeah. Yeah,
so they are a good judge of quarterbacks. You said something there, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I give you props for you. You said something there because San Francisco do know how to draft quarterbacks. So maybe this might be a
good thing. And I'm telling you, that's why they haven't moved on with Dak. I'm telling you, especially with this whole case and everything that's going on with him. And, I don't want to get into the off the field situations going on, but, he's got that case, and that's a black eye, whether he's innocent or not. Like, nobody wants that type of publicity coming towards their team, this whole sexual harassment or whatever it is case he got going on. But, they looking towards Trey.
Weeks,
so,
over the last few weeks, I haven't heard anything about that case. They
mentioned it recently. I heard something yesterday about it, but, I ain't trying to get into it at all. But I know that, last week, I've mentioned Trey Lance several times. And last week, finally, Stephen Jones finally came out and said something about Trey Lance.
Oh, yeah. Stephen Jones praised his arm.
Praise
his workout ethic.
Yeah.
His foot speed.
Yeah.
He's a great athlete. Got a lot of
and when he said he has the
he's
same,
learning the system. Yeah, he said all the glowing things about him.
Hey,
but
he said he says that he takes the same approach as Dak. When I read that, talking about studying off the field and all that stuff.
Dak is now if you take the same approach, because Dak, from what they say and what he do, Dak is always working out, always studying film and all that.
Yeah,
that was a forewarning. Probably.
That's him saying there's no fall off, right?
Oh, absolutely.
He's doing the same thing, but he's got a more live arm and he's more athletic. The athleticism you would expect out of a third pick in a draft is what he said.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And,
so
actually,
all that means is, Dak, you on your way out, big dog.
Like and then actually, Trey Lance, by him sitting around and watching, and 2 or 3 years, man, that might be happening. That's exactly
what I wish Dak would have done.
A lot of them struggle, man.
Yeah.
So that might be happening, Trey Lance.
Yeah, no, that's what Dak. That's what I wish Dak would have done. And I think wasn't McCarthy the coach when Brett Favre was passed the torch along to Aaron Rodgers? I'm pretty sure he was the coach at that time.
Yeah.
So
Mike McCarthy was in that transition. Yeah,
that had to be tough, but he's used to being in that position, in that situation, and knows how to make that transition smoothly. So.
And I think Mike McCarthy is a good quarterback coach. I might not necessarily like him as a head coach, but pretty good with the quarterbacks he had.
Yeah. So did you see that Tom Brady mentioned a comeback? He said he'd be open to a comeback. Did you see that? And would you be surprised if it happened?
Uh-oh, what happened?
Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't know what went on right there, but keep this thing moving until Unc comes back. But I don't know what happened right there. Anywho, I don't know if y'all saw, but let me watch this, y'all. I got a new camera. Yeah, right there. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Let's play. Yeah, right there. That's what I wanted. Yeah, got a new camera, man, and it does some cool stuff like that. But anyways, I'm excited about it, man. I'm a little nerdy when it comes to this technology stuff. But looks like Unc is about ready to come join us back again, or he was. I don't know what happened. He left. But when he comes back, then we'll zoom back out. Let me go ahead and zoom out. Zoom out. It's called gestures. I'm doing gestures right now. Yeah. Zoom out, baby. Let me get some more of that. Yeah, right there. That's what we needed. But anyways, we're gonna keep this thing moving, man. So Tom Brady mentioned a return to the NFL this week, said that he would be open to coming back. And I'm not shocked. I can't believe Tom Brady's been away for this long, quite honestly. What up, Unc? Unc back. We back on. Let's get this transition going.
Tom Brady, I'm going to say it like this, just being honest. Tom Brady probably needs to stay retired.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, he went out and ran a faster 40. I think that's what got him. When he ran the 40 faster than he did at the combine, he was like, hey, I can still do this. I got 20 more years in me.
So, but at the combine, he ran a 5.1 or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
So what did he run now? 5 flat?
Something like that. 4.9, 5 flat. I just know it was better. Hey, Tom Brady, 20 years in, he's like, hey, I'm at the peak of my athleticism.
Hey, I'm gonna tell Tom like this. Do me and your children a favor. Stay off the football field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do your children a favor.
Hey. Hey, I wouldn't mind bringing Tom in for a playoff run though.
But I'm gonna tell you like this. you got to have a good old line.
Yeah,
you got to have a good old line.
Yeah, this ain't the spot for
If
Tom.
you ain't got no good old line, Tom ain't gonna make it.
I don't know who's gonna play center this year for us. I have not a clue. I'm guessing we're gonna draft that pretty early because I don't know who's gonna snap the football.
But then if Tom came into Dallas, Dallas offensive line not good enough. Tom, that's not an option. You got to go to a team that has an excellent offensive line and a running game that and Tom got to have a great tight end. Yeah. He's gonna need a tight end, a running game, and a good old line. So, and all the teams that got that probably don't need Tom.
Yeah, no doubt, because they protecting somebody. I'm sure that's pretty good. Already.
Yeah, the teams that already got that is protecting Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson and people like that. So, so those teams probably don't need Tom. Yeah. And Tom probably just got excited. And then this is the whole thing. You have to watch about celebrities. Tom probably said that just to generate some money around his other brands.
Oh yeah, get his name back in there. You gotta stay out in the scene some way, man. You gotta stay relevant. What does it say? Out of sight, out of mind. Ain't that what they say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta stay in sight. Tom trying to stay in sight, but that would be pretty wild if he came back for a return. But I don't expect it to happen. No time.
I don't either.
I know you're on a tight schedule, so we're gonna roll through these last few topics right here. So just a little Texas Rangers update. Rangers are right around 800. I think 500. I think we're like 12-11 last time I saw. Lost yesterday to Seattle, I believe. Not expecting much out of the Rangers right now. Like I said, we did see
second half of the season.
Was that?
Second half of the season.
Yeah. That's when you can start focusing and locking in on what the Rangers got going on. Jack Leiter came in. He got his first start last week. We optioned him back down to AAA. Just walking too many people. Same thing he did in college. Can't do that in the pros, man. Got to figure that out.
No, can't do
that. Throw pitches that look like strikes and to get swings, but you got to be able to command the zone a lot better than that. But other than that, ain't nothing too much going on with the Rangers, man. We play against Seattle. Seattle's pretty hot right now. Probably the best team in our division. But hopefully we can come out with a win in the series and see what's going on. Still on the baseball tip, NCAA. We're going to keep this thing rolling. As mentioned, Southern went out and beat LSU. Then Alabama State went out and beat Auburn. And now Bethune-Cookman has gone out and beaten the University of Miami Hurricanes 6-4 this past week. Another HBCU beating another Power 5 powerhouse in baseball, man. Black boys play baseball, and I'm going to keep pointing that out to y'all, so don't believe what the MLB is telling you.
Yeah, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
Yeah, man. It's going down. But, yeah, I think that's it, man, for the day. You know?
Okay, man.
I'm gonna let you get back out there and enjoy that beach and that sun, huh?
Yeah, man. I just want to get back out there. I know the people can tell I've been out in the sun a little bit.
Little bit. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit. Yeah, I got my this is my main coat tan right here.
Yeah. You rocking it too, huh? You rocking it. I need some of that.
Yeah, I've been rocking this tan a long time, man. And
yes, sir.
And I'm gonna say it like this. I'm leaning into it.
Yeah.
I'm leaning into it.
Hey, get all of it, huh? Need that
get it all in
to live.
But anyway, man, it's good to chop it up even on vacation. Yeah. I think I got a little boat ride or something. I gotta go over here to Cozumel or something in the next hour and 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So we gotta get on over there and we'll see y'all next week. And if I'm lucky, I'll be in on the Noonish at night draft party.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, next Wednesday at 12.